Phoenix here. Someone commented that Nancy Grace was unaware of the current things that Gypsy Rose Blanchard had been exposing, such as this.
I could walk. I could eat. The wheelchair was an unnecessary prop. The feeding tube, a mirage. While it would have been safe to assume all of my other ailments were fake, it would have been dangerous not to treat me for them. At least until they could confirm what was real and what wasn't. In order to do that, once I got to Greene County Jail, I was placed under surveillance.
One that deserved to go to jail. Sadly, she's already dead. But what she did to her child at a very young age, I mean, needless surgeries, feeding tubes.
This was 5 years ago.
Ports in her body, shaving her head.
I wonder how she feels today about this.
Making her physically sick, having all of her teeth pulled out.
All the surgery she's done after.
To a jury?
Yes, because I don't think a jury would have convicted her. I think there would have been a jury nullification.
They were afraid
No doubt
to
in
go
my
to
mind.
trial.
After all the abuse heaped on that little girl, her whole life, so the mom could get money and attention.
I don't think Nancy
That's
saw the
the
medical
devil.
records.
We do know that
Or
Gypsy
read her
took
book.
the plea deal, so she has 10 years with the
Or
possibility
listened to the
of
Audible.
parole. Nicholas Godejohn has life in prison without the possibility of parole. Do you think that their sentences were fair or equitable?
No, I don't think they were fair.
Why is
I
that?
do not think Gypsy Rose Blanchard should have gone to jail for 10 years. In my mind, she's the victim. Now for Godejohn, yeah, he needs to go to jail. And don't start with me about he has a low IQ. He knew darn well what he was doing. They exchanged emails about it. He planned it. He tried to cover
Wow.
his tracks. That indicates consciousness of guilt.
Yes, we agree.
I mean, you don't have to pass an IQ test to be a murderer. Hello, that's why they get caught. He committed a cold-blooded murder.
Where's all the blood?
And as much as I dislike Gypsy Rose Blanchard's mother, the death penalty was not the appropriate answer. She should have gone to jail.
Could
to the
Dee Dee have been
penitentiary
just a
for
good
nice
mom
long
trying to
sentence
figure
for
out
she
what
did
was
to
wrong
daughter.
with her daughter?
20 years, 40 years behind bars would have fixed that for me. Yes, she did a bad thing.
Yeah.
But in light of what her mother did to her for years and years and years,
Maybe Nancy doesn't know yet.
come on. Really? I don't think any jury in this country would have convicted her if they thought it meant 10 years jail time.
Why do you
Maybe
think her
more.
defense attorneys decided to go for the plea deal?
I think they
'Cause
went
they
for
didn't
the
have
plea deal
proof.
because they were afraid to
Allegedly.
roll the dice and take it to trial. Because if they had lost, she could have life behind bars
Exactly.
without the possibility of parole.
Exactly.
So I understand
The
why they
kitchen
did it.
knife?
I mean, her mother was murdered. She knew what was happening.
Yes, she
She
did.
knew. She okayed it. She condoned it. She facilitated
Nancy got
it.
that right.
And that's wrong. You picked the wrong
Still
jury.
wrong. Still a unaliver.
She might have gone to jail for life without the possibility.
So what do you think now? Was Nancy Grace 5 years ago, 10 years ago, hoodwinked by Gypsy Rose's counsel, by her story? What are your thoughts about this Nancy Grace? Have you done any updates or research to see what's actually going on? Have you read Gypsy Rose's book or listened to the Audible? She clearly admits what was fraud. Be well.